Good day, everyone. I am Bornish Javan, the second seeker identity, and today I will discuss some common cyber attacks that targets websites and web users. These kind of attacks are very dangerous because they can steal information, damage systems, and gain illegal access to the account. The attack I will discuss are information leakage, SQL injections, sessions hijacking, cross-site scripting, and lastly, cross-site request forgery. And then I will explain their each meanings and how they works. Well, let's start out with information leakage. So, this happens when a confidential information has been exposed to unauthorized users. So, how it works? This can happen through weak security settings, public files, error message, or poor server configurations. Well, some possible effects will be exposed of passwords, leaking image address, revealing server or database informations. So let's proceed to SQL injection. So SQL injections is a kind of attack where hackers insert malicious SQL commands into input field to access or manipulate the database itself. So how does this SQL injection even works? So attackers exploit weak login forms, search boxes, or URL parameters by entering harmful SQL code. Well, some possible effects access sensitive informations, deletes or modifies records, and also bypass login authentication. Seasons hijacking. This kind of attack gives the attackers to steal the user's active seasons and pretends to be the real users. Well, how this kinds of attack even works? This attacks steals seasons cookies or authentication tokens using methods like malware or XSS attacks. Well, some possible effects will have the unauthorized accounts access, identifications of impersonations, and data thief. Now, let's proceed to the cross-site scripting or XSS. So, this kind of attacks where hackers insert malicious scripts into a trusted website. Well, this works where attackers place harmful code in a comment sections, a search bar, or users' profiles. When another users open the page and the script runs automatically to their browser. Well, some possible effects will gives a steals cookies or login informations and redirects users to a fake websites and also shows malicious pop-ups. And now let's proceed to the last part, the cross-site request forgery. So this kind of attack tricks the logins users into performing actions without their permissions. Well, this works when attackers use fake links or malicious websites. If the victim is already logged in, clicking the link can trigger unwanted actions automatically. Well, some possible effects will change the passwords, transfer money, and also modifies the account settings. Well, some of these login banks users will click this a malicious links that has secretly transfers money to the attacker's account. So be aware. That's all. Thank you. So, this is the comparison of the attacks for what I have been discussed. The information leakage, their main target was the sensitive information, and their main goal was to expose confidential data. So, proceeds to the SQL injections, their target was the database, was the main goal is to steal or manipulate the data. So let's proceed to the station's hijacking. which is their main target was the user's citizens, and their main goal is to take over the account. So let's proceed to the XSS, and their main attacks will be the user's browsers, and their main goal was to execute malicious scripts. And lastly, the CSRF, which their main target was the login users to force the informations, the unwanted actions. So that's all. And then I will discuss to you the real life attack seasons hijacking. And now I will give some examples of the real life attack on seasons hijacking. So back in 2013 to 2014, Yahoo Mail forged cookie breaches. So this incident was the one of the largest breaches in history affecting Yahoo Mail users. Well, the timeline of this kind initial breaches occupies in 2013, but the full extent wasn't discovered until 2016. The method of the attackers was used was so promising that Yahoo's source code is to understand how the cookies were generated, but they created a forged cookie that allows the access to the target's emails accounts without any kinds of passwords. Well, the impact of this Yahoo Mail forged cookie breaches was over 30 billion accounts were potentially affected. Then the breach was leads to $350 million reductions in Yahoo sales price to Verizon and over $117.5 million in settlement cost. Was this takeover that this case was highlighted to understand how cookies works, but this can be lead to a serious cyber attack. And then this shows the importance of using the security sessions and write safe, protected codes. That's all. Thank you. The end.